Hello, and today I'm going to take a little time and talk about this amazing little fella, the lemon. Lemons, which are part of the evergreen family, are one of nature's most powerful, healthy, and amazing foods. Everyone, no matter who you are, should have lemons in their house at all times. Very straightforward. Lemons probably originated in the upper India regions and eventually worked their way to China, where they were used for Chinese medicine to great effect. And then the Romans, like many things, are probably responsible for getting these little babies spread across the rest of the world. Let's start by having me show you what you should do with your lemons on a daily basis. Watch this. Personally, I'm a huge fan of this guy. Since I'm not advertising, I won't say the name, but it's pretty obvious what it is. Take your lemon, take your knife, cut that baby in half, squeeze it in there. Just get it in there nice and good. Come on now. Work those finger muscles. Yeah, baby. Sorry about that. Ooh. I need to have more lemon. The more you have, the less that will happen. See it in there? Look at all those seeds. You can use just regular water. I don't recommend tap water, but you can use regular bottled water. Every day for breakfast, have yourself a glass of lemon water. Now, there are many reasons why lemon water is so amazing. Let's start with the most basic. It alkalizes the body. What? It alkalizes the body? But a lemon is acid! That is very true. Lemons are acid. As a matter of fact, a lemon, for its mass, is pretty amazing. It's almost 4% citric acid. 4% citric acid? Good Lord! That's a lot. So there aren't very many foods that have more. Limes very well may. What makes a lemon so amazing is that when you eat it, when you drink it, when it goes down into the belly, it is acid. And that's important. Unlike this alkaline water and these other fads that are taken over, it goes down acidic. The stomach is an acidic environment and doesn't need anything going down in there that is going to convert it to an alkaline environment, or it will upset your stomach and affect your digestion and could cause gastrointestinal issues. So we want to put things that are acidic into our gut. But what we really want to happen is for this baby to convert, once it enters the blood, to alkalinity. And that's what lemons and limes do. They magically transform to alkaline once the body breaks them down. And this holds true with a lot of vegetables. Not as common with fruits, but very common with vegetables. They're alkalizing foods. But it can be a little hard on the tummy-tum if you're eating alkaline foods. I am no bad-mouther of meat. I'm a big fan of meat. I love having a greasy, juicy, nasty old hamburger every now and then. But for the next few days, I'll eat extremely healthy, and I'll try to alkalize my body in every way that I can by eating a lot of leafy green vegetables. Now, what I am good at, and what you should get good at, is trying to limit your intake of refined sugars. Refined sugar is not good. It's actually probably one of the most evil, most destructive things that you can put into your body. Scientists have discovered recently that it very well may be just as addictive as heroin. I have a hard time understanding that, but I've never done heroin, so I wouldn't know. But at least movies and TV always make heroin seem like, oh, I'm addicted for the rest of my life. And that kind of what is imprinted into our brains. So I kind of think that that's true, even though it may not be. But according to studies, refined sugar is equally, if not more so, addicting. Nicotine is supposed to be even more addicting than both of those. They say you don't realize that until you try to quit. So what makes a lemon so special is that it goes into the body, acid, and then it converts to an alkaline, and then it creates an environment that makes it impossible for the negatives to survive. Now what this means is things, for example, cancer. Cancer cells thrive in an acidic environment. They need an acidic environment to surround them to allow them to reproduce. Things like selenium, which come from Brazil nuts. 2 Brazil nuts a day gives you enough selenium that you probably won't ever have to worry about cancer of any type. You probably have to take a whole lot more than that if you have the fear of already having cancer or you do have cancer. But I don't want to go into that whole cancer thing because I get very passionate about it. You heard about the whistleblower who exposed that 97% of all chemotherapies fail. 97%. That's ungodly. But in the medical industry, the cancer aspects is probably one of the only that accepts and receives, the doctors that is, accept and receive financial incentives. Usually if a doctor prescribes a medicine or a therapy of some kind or sends you to another specialist, they do get incentives, but they're usually in the form of gifts of a material thing, like a trip to Cancun or something, with all airfare paid and the hotel paid, that kind of stuff. But there's no actual cash. Unfortunately, that's not the case in the cancer industry. So every time a doctor recommends chemotherapy for you, whatever's left over after the insurance company pays goes into his pocket as actual money. So of course they're not going to tell you that selenium will knock out any type of cancer 10 times faster, 100 times better than anything they're going to recommend. They're also not going to tell you to have a glass of delicious lemon water every day. Oh my God, that's good. That is just so good. So refreshing. You immediately feel it. Lifts brain fog. Helps digestion. Because remember, it goes in acidic. So if it goes in acidic and you're going to eat in 10 minutes, then that means you've increased the acidity of your stomach, which actually just helps you, People who suffer acid reflux, I'd like to take a second to talk about acid reflux because I get so upset when I hear about what doctors are telling people that suffer from it. Now, I personally don't have a personal experience from it, but my father does. So I've done my research and looked into it for him. But acid reflux is actually from a lack of acid in the stomach, not from too much. And doctors seem to tell you that it comes from too much, or they at least give you the illusion that it's from too much acid. That acid comes up and, that's just sounds nasty to me. I feel sorry for people that suffer from that. So you have a lack of acid in your stomach. So they give you acid inhibitors? Why are you giving me an acid inhibitor if I don't have enough acid? Holy mackerel! That's the medical industry for you. So the reality is that acid reflux actually comes from not enough stomach acid. And thus, the stomach, when you eat food, the stomach feels the need for the muscles in it to spasm. That spasming forces the little bit of acid that you have to splash all over the place, covering what you're trying to digest, and therefore you get it. So when you go to sleep at night, or when you lay down watching a movie or something, that spasming causes acid to come up out of your throat and get into your mouth. God, that sounds awful. So anyway, That's what that happens from. Of course, the ultimate two things that anyone who suffers from severe cases of acid reflux to have in their diet is real licorice, not the fake stuff with high fructose corn syrup crap that you can buy at 7-Eleven, but the real stuff that you can get at Sprouts or Whole Foods or, a good, healthy, nutritional market of some kind. Get real licorice, which actually helps to heal the sphincter and other things in the throat area. Very important. And apple cider vinegar with the mother. Now, apple cider vinegar with the mother just simply means you can see the cloud in the bottle. Apple cider vinegar is absolutely amazing, and I'm going to do a little video on just apple cider vinegar one of these days, just because it's so important. There's just so many out there that I haven't felt the need to jump on that one right now. But the apple cider vinegar will actually aid in the digestion, so you'll be adding, in a sense, stomach acid to your belly, and the apple cider vinegar will help digest. So about 10 minutes before you have a meal, or if you know somebody that has acid reflux, just tell them to take about a shot's worth of apple cider vinegar mixed with water and maybe some lemon or lime to kind of eliminate some of the taste that apple cider vinegar can do to you. Let me tell you, I do apple cider vinegar on a regular basis, but when I see the bottle, I like open my refrigerator. I keep mine in the refrigerator. I open the refrigerator and I see the bottle on the shelf. I'm like, I can't stand the thought. It's like goes, man, it makes me pucker like crazy. Anyway, so back to the amazing lemon. Lemons are phenomenal, and a lemon should be a part of your daily diet. Oh my goodness, that's good. And as I said, it will remove brain fog, give you concentration. If you're going to have a test, take a glass of pure, maybe even do the whole lemon in there, pure lemon water. Now, I have it every day, 3 or 4 times a day, so I cut my lemons and I stick the other half in the refrigerator in a Ziploc bag, and then I come back and squeeze that one in the next glass throughout the day. And I don't always have it with sparkling water, but sparkling water tends to be a little bit better for you than just regular water. And plus, it's a little more fun to drink. You got the bubbles in your mouth, and this particular guy that I'm drinking has the biggest bubbles that I've ever experienced in bottled water. Now, one thing quickly before I lose train of thought, because I have a bad habit of doing that. Make sure that you rinse your mouth with regular water after having something as acidic as a lemon, a lime, or apple cider vinegar. And that's because, unfortunately, and this holds true for an apple too, unfortunately, they have an uncanny ability to just go to work on the enamel on your teeth. And it's not good. So you can, after you have anything acidic like that, you'll go, my teeth are so smooth. They feel so clean. But the reality is they're actually removing everything they can off the surface of your teeth. And that's not good. So with regular water, spit it out and you'll be all good. So I think that's about it for lemons today. I can't think of anything else exciting to share about the amazing lemon, other than it should be a mainstay in your daily habits. Definitely have a glass of lemon water for breakfast, a few minutes, if not 10 to 15 minutes before your first meal. It'll make all the difference for you. Okay? So here's to good health, and here's to being a happy, go-lucky, kind person that goes out of their way to help other people in need instead of pretending you didn't see. Thanks for watching.